Evening and welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps, and tonight we have Lee from the Boo Brothers. How
Hi,
are you
you
doing?
okay? I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I keep noticing you on social media quite a lot. I thought I need to speak to this guy.
Oh no, just ignore us on social media. No. Like I say, we've wanted to do this podcast for a while actually,
Oh, bless you.
with yourself. Um, so yeah, it's nice to be on. Finally.
Oh, yeah, so grateful. I don't know, all of a sudden, I've seen that you've been busy, you've been out and about and things, and you're doing a charity thing as well for Alzheimer's and dementia, and
We are,
it's a
yeah,
course which means probably too much to me because my mum had um, Alzheimer's and my dad vascular dementia and Alzheimer's.
right,
So
okay.
it is something, and you've sold a lot of tickets, haven't you? And also
Yeah,
you're
we're
doing a live
selling.
stream, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Like I say, it's close to us as well. The charities that we are raising the money for. Sarah, who's my partner, she's she lost her granddad due to it. So we thought
Oh,
this year that we'd raise some money for them. It's not they don't get much recognition really from what we see. But yeah, we've got 30 tickets left for the raffle.
right.
So if them 30 tickets go, we will be doing the live draw earlier than the expected date, which was at the
Excellent.
start of August. Some of them prizes that we've got for it is unbelievable, and we cannot thank everyone who's donated the prizes to us. The prizes are on our Facebook page, and we will be running a live stream as well at the Haunted Museum in Stoke.
Yeah.
We will be locked in there for the night. Us and us and Resident Ghost Investigations, who I
Awesome.
believe who I believe were at Parameet,
Yeah.
the one just gone, Dave.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so like I say, all the money is going to Alzheimer's and Dementia UK. All that money that we hopefully will raise for them. And so, like saying, also you guys get some prizes if you win on the raffle tickets.
Yeah, it is an incredible charity. Yeah, it does mean a lot to me, and it is so important now with sort of an aging population.
Yeah,
It is going to be happening to more people, isn't it? And it's going to impact on a lot more families.
that's
Um,
it. Like you say, it's not just a person with the illness who it affects. It also affects the people caring for them,
yeah, definitely.
families. It does obviously it does affect the person with the illness, but it's not just that one person. It affects the majority of the family as well. So hopefully they can get some money towards them, and they can hopefully try and beat this illness
That's
eventually.
right. It is so cruel to the family. Like my gran had it, and when my mum got it, she was gutted because she knew what my gran had experienced. And even though they call it the same word,
Yeah,
there's like different traits that people have.
there is.
Like
Yeah,
what my mum had, like how that affected her was a bit different from my dad, and it's nasty. But ultimately, they get to a stage where they might forget you and things like that, and
I think that's the
forget everything else.
heartbreaking part of it. Like you
It
say,
is.
is once you're forgotten, yet they're still there. You can see them in person, and like you say, they can't remember who you are. It's for me, it's heartbreaking. It
Yeah, it
really
is.
is. And
That's
like,
right.
I wouldn't wish it. To be honest with you, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
No, no, it is absolutely heartbreaking, and it's like my dad wasn't my dad anymore, and you
Yeah,
never knew what when you actually lost him. When
yeah,
you lost this person you knew as dad,
yeah,
and all of a sudden there's this he was like a child,
yeah,
just eating chocolate and chocolate desserts and chocolate bars and sweets,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
certainly wasn't the person I knew as my dad.
No, all them memories you had of him and things like that. And then, like you say, one day they just forget who you are and change person totally.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like I say, it's heartbreaking, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. So straight away, I've gone off topic, but
No, 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 no.
all credit to what you were trying to achieve with that as well, and
Thank
also
you.
how do people get raffle tickets? So it's five for £2, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's 5 numbers for £2, and you can go on our website www.boobrothers.co.uk. You can buy the raffle tickets, like say 5 numbers for £2, or you can make any donation that you like there. And also there is a £5 to watch the live stream through Facebook to watch us tackle the Haunted Museum in Stoke.
Yeah. Okay. So good luck on that one, and yeah. So I put the website address there. Also,
Thank you.
if you look out for them on Facebook as well. Are you on Instagram and everything else?
Yeah, we are. To be fair, I don't deal with that. It's my partner Sarah who's part of the team.
Right. Okay.
She's the social media whiz. I just get in trouble for buying equipment all the time. That's my job.
Well, yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Like
It
Andy Guy
is.
was like the Paramount. I like his tech.
Yeah.
He sort of said, "Well, I wanted someone, and in the end, I'm going to get him to design some of the logo. He'll do
Right.
that
That's
for
good.
me." And yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I do like his kit because it's more like scientific based, and
That's it. That's what we go down. We do a bit of everything really.
yeah.
Um, but we have got a bit of Andy's stuff.
Oh, cool,
So we got that from the first Parameet.
awesome, yeah,
Resident Ghost Investigations went down there, and I admired him so much to get me some equipment while he's down there, and he did. So
is that the
win for
rugby
us
one?
all.
Last
Yes,
year,
I'm sure. No, it was
before
these.
that.
It was after that. It was. So you've
Oh,
had
this year
the
then.
Midlands. Yeah, you've had the Midlands, haven't you?
Oh, the South one.
The South one. That's where
Oh,
we.
okay, cool, yeah.
So yeah, so we got the new bit of equipment that he released there. So we have used that and had some good results with it, actually. To be fair.
Yeah, I know it's odd, but my dad likes it too much.
Yeah,
As I said, my dad had Alzheimer's and he has passed, but when you go into a location what's never been investigated before and all of a sudden this piece of equipment's working straight away, it doesn't
yeah.
kind of add up, does it?
No,
You just
no,
know
but
it, you know.
yeah, but that's you must be really lucky. You must,
Yeah.
like you said, you must have someone following you.
Well, I was at Derby Jail one day with Nando and he's like, I've got some new string rope string like things.
Oh
And
yeah.
it started going off, and I picked up the energy. I said, "Is it my dad?" And Nando says, "Well, what, your dad?" He says, "I don't know this place. Who's dad?" "It's my dad."
All right.
I sort of
Oh,
said, "Oh, do
that's
you
good.
mind? Can you just step away for a bit?" That was it. It
Yeah.
didn't go off again.
Really?
So
Wow. That's good.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is good.
So you know,
Mhm.
it is crazy, isn't it? But
Yeah. Yeah, it
you
definitely
know,
is.
these things happen. We don't know who's around us. You know, the safe family's around with you, and we
Yeah.
just get this.
But that's what they're saying. You've got someone there protecting you, or what they say is there's people who follow you around protecting you, and it's normally family members.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
so like you say, maybe it's your dad playing games with you as
He
soon
does
as you
like
set up
flashing
it.
lights. He used to like cat balls.
All right, okay. Oh, at least you know. At least you know
Well, I
who's with
know
you.
it's just yeah, bizarre, isn't it? And
It
even at
is.
an investigation, a medium did pick up that I got mum and dad with me.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
sitting with me in an auditorium in a
Yeah.
theatre. And
Well, like you say, you might just like the days out with you.
yeah, I
The
know that's it,
investigation
isn't it?
trips out, which is
It's
good.
just so random, isn't it? But yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we can't see what's happening around us, but
No.
just because you can't see doesn't mean they're not there, doesn't it? So
That, yeah, that's it. So, like as we know that we say, like I said a second ago, that they do follow you, and hopefully, like I say, it's your dad protecting you out on these investigations.
yeah. I have a lot
So,
of protecting to do.
why? Why?
I don't know, because I like, well, spirits tend to get close to me.
All right.
I probably let them get a bit close, to be fair.
Okay.
Hey, hey.
So yeah.
It's all
Well,
good. Yeah, it's where I work.
yeah. If that's the way you work, that's the way you work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what happens, isn't it? I
Yeah,
don't know if it's right.
definitely.
I don't know if you should do that, but it just happens. It's, it's one of them,
It,
isn't it?
it is. It all depends on what type of person you are, isn't it?
Well, that's
You know.
right.
So like myself, I'm similar to that. I let them get a bit close, and because we're there as Boo Brothers, we're there basically to find out if there is life after death. That is
Yeah,
our main goal, and I'm
yeah.
guessing majority of paranormal investigators out there, that is their main goal.
You hope so, don't you?
Yeah. And
You hope that's what we're doing, but sometimes you just see that they're in it for different reasons, and but then you
uh,
sort of mix with your own kind, don't you?
that's it. And for me, like you said, then people have it for different reasons. And I believe some people, majority of people now, I'm not saying everyone, I'm just saying majority of people now, are there to get fame, try and get fame, fortune, and
Yeah,
subscribers, followers, and I always say it, we're not there for that.
no,
On our page, anything we capture, we'll put out there. If we can't debunk it, I'll put it out on social media. Anyone else see this? Can anyone try and debunk this for me? And if they don't debunk it or they can't, I still won't class it as paranormal. I will
I
just
don't
say
either.
it's unexplainable,
Yeah,
So for me, I think for me to say it's paranormal, it would have to be something major.
yeah,
So something that you see in a Hollywood movie or something like that, where I get thrown around the room, or
yeah.
something like a big heavy table thrown. But for me, I just want to know the answers. And I did an investigation the other night with a public group, and one of the questions they asked was, "Do you get a choice to stay where you are, where you pass, or do you get to roam around wherever you want to go?" And it kind of took me by surprise. I thought, why have I never thought of that?
I have.
Right. So I was like, do you
Yeah,
get a choice? Do you get a choice to stay on this level of Earth, or do you? I don't know. It kind of got me puzzled then.
yeah. Like they always say things, don't they? Like, oh, it's because it's unfinished business or whatever. And yeah, we don't truly know. But I do know of one spirit who you can find him in 4 different locations,
All right. Okay.
which is odd. But then back in the day, he lived in a house. There's
Yeah.
2 pubs he went to, and he worked at the National Justice Museum in Nottingham.
All right. All right. Okay. You'll have to give me the
So,
name. You'll have to give me the
they
name
were
later.
open at the time
Right.
in the
Well,
1800s.
you'll have to give me the name later, because, as you know, I am there Saturday night
I
at the
know.
Galleries of Justice.
It's I do have past life regression.
Yeah.
I used to work for the judge
All right.
in a past life, and he took me down the oubliette.
Did it?
Yeah,
Funny you say that, because last time we went, um, one of the team members, before we let anybody in to do the investigations, we had a walk round, and he got pushed down the steps as you go down, towards the dungeons from the
yeah.
washroom. He got pushed down there, and he tried blaming me, and I'm stood at the top of the stairs, and he's halfway down, and he tried blaming me. And so
Wow.
it's funny you say that, but we will be there Saturday. We're actually running a Para Unity event there.
Oh, fascinating.
So we've got teams obviously all over England. We've got a team coming over from Ireland.
Wow.
Um, I think we've got a team
Mention the
from.
names. Go on. If that's all right.
And I don't know them off the top of my head. I feel so bad for not knowing that.
Is
Um,
United in Paranormal coming?
yeah, yeah, you've got Justin and Sharon
Yeah,
from United and Paranormal coming. We've got Alistair coming.
yeah, he's
I don't know.
watching.
Yeah, I don't know which team he'll be with. But yeah, Alistair's coming if he's watching. Uh, I'm not going to give away a little bit of a surprise yet about
Cool.
Saturday. Um, but we have Liz. Liz Cormel's coming.
Awesome.
Yeah, we love Liz.
Skeptical. Skeptical.
Skepticide. Ske-
Skepticide, yeah.
yeah, but I think it's just
Oh, you
Liz
know
on her
what?
own.
She's got Skepticide and she's got the trip she's doing, and
Yeah,
I pronounced
Phantasm
both of them
Tours.
wrong.
Yeah, Phantasm Tours.
Yeah,
We're actually in partnership with her
I
this year,
saw that. Yeah.
so we are going on the tours doing the investigations with her and Patty Negri.
Oh wow, awesome.
So yeah, we will be joining them. And if
Incredible.
anyone's interested in that, there is tickets still available for it. It's in September, everyone.
And
So,
she's given a discount, isn't she, through your page or something?
no, she's doing a discount on her own page. I
Right, okay.
believe. Yeah, I
Uh,
believe it's about 700 quid.
correct, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, £700. She's knocking off. So yeah,
It does sound
it's
incredible because I met Liz at the Parameet again. Met her a few times and yeah, it just sounds incredible what she's doing.
oh yeah, she's great, Liz. We love her. We
Oh.
can't get enough of her when she comes or comes onto the investigations, and yeah, she's great. You know.
Great medium as well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
and she always surprises me. Always.
She's incredible. Right, what I'm going to do is do some shout outs. I'm well behind on the
Yeah,
messages.
no problem.
So we've got Eileen Murray. Hiya.
Hi,
And I've got Noreen Hill. We've got Liz.
there's Liz.
I don't know if everyone's still here. Got Alistair.
Yeah,
I've got Eileen, was a carer for Tommy's dad with Alzheimer's. Oh yeah, she wants the raffle link. She's going to put it on Phantom Seekers.
okay.
Eileen's Edinburgh based. So yeah, it is, isn't it? It is a difficult one to deal with. Definitely. So okay, we've got Jenny Sullivan. Yay!
Yeah, there's Jenny.
Jenny's so cool from Ireland.
Yeah.
We've got Craig William Longston from the Haunted Museum in Stoke.
That's
Hiya,
it.
thanks for joining
Hi,
us.
Craig.
Sarah, okay. So
Yeah.
Lee won't stop until he can debunk every little thing. It's what we love about investigating with him. And
Yeah,
that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Sarah. Yeah.
And Eileen.
Irish. I will do when I
Oh!
see him Saturday.
Skepticide isn't mine. Okay.
Okay.
I always thought it was.
And you're not the only one.
I got that wrong then, didn't I? What? Okay. There we go. So that's the full details. Phantasm Tours. So yeah, Witches and Dragons.
Witches and Dragons.
Yeah. Hey Willow, hope you're all right. There we go. There you go. So if you want a discount, that is it. LIZ24. So
that's it.
You want to book on. And I've had some blushing going on here. Hi Andy, hope you well. We're just trying to catch up on these comments. I'm shocking tonight, aren't I? We've just been too busy chatting. Hi Simone, hope you well. I know your team name. Oh god, I forgot.
Yeah, Simone. Yeah, she's a ghostly site.
Yeah, ghostly site. I've met Simone. Awesome team.
She's there Saturday.
Like what you do. Simone just goes out, investigates with like-minded people.
That's
bit para-unity, you just go out, you enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
Hi Lynn Peters, hope you well. So it's Alan Smith who filmed it and Liz does the bookings, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, thanks everyone for saying hello. Hope you enjoy it. If you've got any questions, please add them. So at the start of the show, which we're 20 minutes into, sort of, I always ask where it started for you. So when did you first realise that something unusual was happening, or potentially was something like paranormal?
Uh, now you're asking. I always get asked this question. When I was younger, it's always the same in it as anyone cliche.
Well,
When
I
I
would
was younger,
say it because I won't
um,
accept it.
when I was younger, I think my granddad passed away, and I believe a couple of nights after I saw him, when I went to the toilet in the middle of the night, I believe I saw him in the bathroom.
Oh wow!
And so ever since then, to be fair, I did want to know more about the paranormal. I must have
Yeah.
been about what 8 at the time,
Okay.
and then I got with Sarah. Obviously, moving a few years on now.
Yeah.
Um, so then Sarah got me into ghost hunting properly.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
her and her mum used to go out and do ghost hunts everywhere. Then we said, "Oh, why don't we do something together as a hobby?" And
Great.
then so we did, and then 13 years, nearly 14 years, we've pretty much investigated the paranormal. And 2020, we formed our own team, which is obviously Boo Brothers. So in the team, they've got me, Sarah, Sarah's mum, the two who originally started me off ghost hunting, and then my uncle, who I never knew was into the paranormal until I mentioned that I was going on these ghost hunts.
Wow.
And that's our team of four, pretty much family.
Incredible. But it is nice, isn't it, to have a joint hobby? It
It
really is.
it is. It's great. Sometimes I'm sure Sarah will say I can get on her nerves with it,
Oh, bless you.
um, because it's constantly, I want to be out investigating. We've got two young kids, and so yeah, I kind of get shot down sometimes about going out investigating. But we, like I say, we've got two young girls, so
Right.
they take priority.
Well, that's it. Like a lot of us, we've got jobs, but then
Yeah,
outside of that, you're free. You've got your own time to do what you like with it.
yeah,
And I'll spend most of the. Well, God, if I'm not out investigating, I'm just sleeping it off and trying to recover. And that's it, isn't it? That's the
the
problem.
the paranormal hangovers.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I did the election Thursday night. Got home
Yeah,
about 4 a.m., was absolutely knackered. Friday was a write off. And then Saturday night, it was again till, oh, why did they shut the roads in the middle of the night?
oh, don't.
Oh, God. So, like, just like a 40-minute journey, it took like about 1 hour 20. It's like, for God's
Yeah,
sake. These little country lanes went down one, the police had shut one. Did a U-turn, went down the next one that direction, and that was shut.
yeah.
I didn't know how
It
to get home.
that's the thing about investigations as well. Coming home and you
Oh
don't
my
know
God,
that
isn't
any.
it?
It's mainly when the motorway's blocked or the
That's
motorway's
when they shut the
shut,
motorways,
and you're
definitely.
like, oh, I've got to take another hour and a half detour.
I know.
So I think we went
Shocking.
to Aniston's funeral parlour,
Oh yeah.
and they shut off like a dual carriageway, and I was like, oh, and I think it added an extra hour onto our journey. So I don't know if the kids had messed around with the what do you call it? No, the
Sat them.
diversion signs. No, with the diversion
Oh,
signs.
shocking. Yeah, I get yeah.
So it's like, oh God. But we got there eventually, and I think we were in time before Justin told us off for being late. So
Bless
we're all
you.
right.
Yeah, them diversion signs were like the square or the circle on them, aren't they?
Yeah,
And you have
yeah,
to
but
follow that, and then like you're driving along and you pick up a diversion sign, and you think, well, where's the road shut? Are you going to see it in a minute? You're just
that's
going to
it.
find it.
But the bit that was short, it was probably about 10 yards long, and the Aniston's funeral parlour was just on the other side. I
Shocking.
was just going to pull up, leave my car, and just go. But yeah, I don't think the team would have been happy if I did
Yeah.
that.
Oh, bless you. It is a tough one.
It is.
So You say you've got two daughters then. How old are
I've got a 1-year-old
they? Okay.
and a 7-year-old who's going on to 17.
All right. Bless you.
So, but I wouldn't change them for anything at all.
Oh God, no. No, not.
So,
So is the 7-year-old interested in what you do yet?
um, she asks questions. We do tell her. We're gonna go down this route. I don't know. But I wouldn't
Yeah,
let her
this is the thing.
investigate. I wouldn't let her investigate.
Right. Until
Whereas
when?
until I'd say she was old enough to understand.
Yeah.
Me personally, majority, it's like with us. If you come and investigate at the Haunted Museum in Stoke with us, you've got to be 18. If you come on any investigations with us, you have to be 18.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd say 18. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I let her mess about with cat balls and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
she asks questions about equipment, I'll tell her.
Yeah.
And uh, to be fair, our house is actually haunted.
Right.
So, like I say, we're in this like new extension we've had built where I'm sat now. Um, this is where it's been active last few weeks. It's when I work nights, things get in bed with Sarah,
Right.
and I normally get a message or a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning or something saying it's happened again. Something's
Blimey.
felt the mattress is depressed.
Gosh.
So yeah, so we know this house is haunted. We've had to get rid of a doll that we had here given to us because
Okay.
she started mimicking the children. So now,
Incubus.
no, she's not that lucky. And so yeah, so like I said, we've taken the doll now to the museum down in Stoke.
Right. Okay.
So she's living there now, and it's still happening. Whatever's here is still here. But we do know that there is a child here, one of Sarah's family members. So
Oh, right.
she's more than welcome. All she does is just
Yeah.
play around with coat hangers in the wardrobes. That's it. So it's
That's
not too
cool.
bad. So yeah. So, but apart from that, yeah, she asks about equipment all the time, and she's like, "I want to be like my mummy and daddy." It's like it's not as glamorous as what you think. Don't get too don't get too excited. Stood in the cold and nothing happens. You get them nights, don't you, where nothing happens, and you've been
Yeah,
in the
that's it.
cold, in the cold in the middle of winter.
Oh God, yeah. I
So,
usually
oh
do
yeah,
have things happening, but this time, well, this weekend it was really quiet. But it was in a village, and
right.
maybe like in the village they don't like talking to strangers, do they?
No, well, it's like
So
anywhere you go.
that could be
No,
what it was.
it's like when you go to, like in somebody else's local pub, and everybody just
Yeah,
stares at you walking in. That's what it'll be.
exactly.
That's what it'll be. Everybody, oh,
Yeah.
who's this? They're not local.
Well,
So,
that's right because I don't know. I was in the. It was just like a small group of us. It's more like a
yeah.
private. We know each other. It's
All
run by
right.
a friend, and the building. It's just a village hall, but it had a lot of history in like newspaper cuttings and different things on the walls around it.
Yeah.
So it gave you an idea of the village, and it showed a chapel which had been like taken brick by brick to the US and rebuilt out there.
Right.
So me being me, it's like, well, where is this chapel? Maybe there's a graveyard. So at break time, it's only a few buildings down because there's also a map of the village in there, which is, you don't usually get a map of
No,
the
you
village
don't.
as well. And
Yeah.
I decided to find it. So as I did, there's two gentlemen who were coming out of a house. I said hi. I said, "Oh, hi." And I think, well, you're standing out like a sore thumb with my red, a purple paranormal hoodie on. I
Yeah.
thought a bit of a, you know what I mean? I thought, well, I hope they can't read, you know. I said, oh, we're just visiting. I said, oh, I'm in the village hall. I just wondered about the chapel. So one of the guys says, oh, this bloke knows all about the chapel. I'd love to tell you. He
Yeah.
says, oh, I've got a picture. He says, come in my house. I thought, well, I don't want
Yup.
to, you know. And like, but it's a 93-year-old bloke.
Yeah.
And then he showed me like photos of like the old planes, the war planes, and sort of a plaque he was given and stuff, and all
Right.
about the link with the village and the airfield. So I
Right.
actually found out a hell of a lot of history as well.
Right.
And I found out quite a lot about the village through talking to him.
That's
And
good.
it was so fascinating, the conversation I had with this guy. And I do kind
Yeah.
of want to go back really to have another chat with him because it. I wanted to record it, but you don't want, you know, you can't really, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but you can't really, you know. But he was just a fascinating bloke,
Yeah.
93
That's
years old, and it's like people like that. They know the history.
yeah.
It's all going to be
It's
lost,
good.
isn't it?
That's it. And like you say, especially if he's lived there all them years,
Yeah,
you've
that's
you've
right.
you've got the actual evidence of him seeing this stuff as well, so you know
That's
it's going to be
right.
genuine.
Yeah,
So, which is really good. Which is really good. When we normally do that, we normally get funny looks with the
yeah,
paranormal
exactly.
tops on. It's like, are these right in the head? These lot, it's like. But we also get people who come up to us and go, "Do you really go and like try and find ghosts?" It's like, yeah, why? Oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. So it's like, it's not as glorious or glamorous. You don't, to be fair, it's very, very rare you'll actually see something. It's normally
Yeah,
just
that's
your
right.
equipment that happens. And so when people come up to us and give us a nudge and go, "Do you really go and hunt ghosts?" It's like, yeah, yeah. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I can't tell you that. Oh, come on, I'm intrigued. And you just lead them on and lead them on and lead them on. And
Yeah,
it's great, especially when you leave and they're like, "Good luck tonight." And it's like, oh, that's nice of them. Do they
yeah.
mean it?
Yeah, it is fascinating. And then sometimes, like, if these people talk to you, they mention the encounters they've had.
Yeah, yeah. And we've had it a few times because no, no, no matter where we go, we always try and stop off before an investigation at a Toby Carvery. No matter what,
Nice.
we've got to find a Toby Carvery.
Yeah,
And
you know what you're
when
getting.
that's it, and there's one that we always stop off at on the way to Stoke, and we had the manager come out to us. We were just sat there eating, and he came out and goes, just leans on this little like table, them old tables that you had about chest height, leant on there, and he went, "This place is haunted."
Wow.
I'm like, all right, thank you. Yeah, there's something down in the cellar. There's something here. That carver over there, you've just got your food from. He's seen a little boy walk through here.
Wow.
I was like, can I investigate it? Oh, I'll have to speak to the guy who owns it. I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah,
why build my hopes up like this? Why build my
yeah,
hopes up then just crush them like that? So, but yeah, we always get stories like that, and it's great that when we do these investigations with like United in Paranormal
yeah,
or like with Liz or people like that, we get all stories from what they've had and if they've been there before, and it's just
yeah.
great trying to marry everything up. And
That's right.
also one thing I will say is when you're investigating with these people, it's a bonus, to be honest with you, if we get any evidence or any interaction, and it's a
Mm.
bonus. It's just great company to have with all of them. It's just great, and
It
that's why
is
we do it as
because
well.
I didn't have a lot happen at the weekend, but we had a laugh.
Yeah,
And that's it, isn't it? You know?
yeah, yeah.
There you go. Simone wants to come next time.
Well, oh yeah, okay. Well, if she's coming Saturday, we'll invite her.
There you
So
go.
hopefully she gets better soon.
I don't know where the nearest Toby is.
Don't
It's the
worry,
Millers now.
we'll sniff one
You'll
out. Don't
find
you
it.
worry about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I end up
So
in McDonald's, I do. Yuck.
all right.
It's not the same.
So yeah, I'm not saying anything because Sarah's watching the live, but I prefer McDonald's over Toby Carvery.
Oh, bless you.
So she'll probably be messaging in a minute,
Yeah,
telling me off.
I really don't know where the Toby is.
Right,
Unless it's out going out of town on the A52 towards Grantham Way, Melton Way. There used to be
right.
something there, but they changed the name, don't they?
Yeah,
Hi, Andy. Hope you well. So, Conjure Quest Paranormal.
yeah. Hi,
Andy.
Andy.
Hiya. Yeah,
So
it's just incredible who you meet. But so have you been to galleries before? Sorry.
we have, yes, yes.
Yeah.
We was it last year, 2020? Yeah, it would have been last year, 2023. We went
Yeah.
and we had like I said about I can't remember if that was before the live or not, but when my uncle got pushed down the stairs down
Mm.
into the dungeon where the washroom is, then he tried blaming me for that when I was nowhere near him. So
So
it's an
for
interesting
everyone
place.
watching, really, like we've got this lady, this person here from Australia. So welcome. Hi,
Aye,
Kelly. So for anyone watching, because it does go out into the US Things Network, what would you say about Galleries of Justice or National Justice Museum? It's got a courthouse, it's got cells,
it's
it's got
got
some.
a hanging rope. It's got what's it got? It's got everything. Debt collector's part, the dark dungeons. You know,
The oubliette.
yeah, they've got everything, haven't they?
Yeah,
And like I say, last time when it was incredible, some of the stuff we've got. And somebody, I think one of the last people to get hung there,
correct. Yeah,
he he's got some sort of link to where we live.
interesting.
So
That's brilliant.
where we live in between Manchester and Sheffield.
All right. Okay.
So up in the Peak District.
Nice.
So there's a legend or a folklore about a young boy getting killed, and recently they found the actual grave of this young boy
Oh
in
wow.
the middle of the hills, and the people just off their own backs go and do it up. You know, new stones and things like that.
Oh wow.
And the person who murdered that child is the person whose name's on one of them plaques for being the last hung at the Galleries of Justice.
My gosh. Is that about the 1860s?
Yeah,
Yeah, because in my past life, Gary Fields picked up that I was hung in 1868
right,
in my past life at the National Justice Museum Galleries of Justice. But there weren't any hangings in 1868, but there
right.
were some around it. So then through the paranormal historian Mandy West.
Mandy West,
Mandy
yeah.
West actually picked up how I actually died.
All right, and how was it?
So she messaged me and she says, your past life death is to do with the caves in Nottingham. I said, and I was just replying, yeah, there's caves everywhere, blah blah blah. Then I went FFS,
Yeah,
and it clicked. I've been chucked in the oubliette,
right.
and then I looked into the oubliette, and it was actually only found in 2015.
Wow,
Because until then, it had actually been hidden.
wow.
But it sounds like they haven't actually been down there
Yeah,
because they wanted to get some money so that they actually could get down in there and check, for bones and whatever.
wow, that's interesting. That
So
is
that,
really
that could
interesting.
sort of explain some of like, there's a lot of energy down there. And
Yeah,
also, there's this like cave thing with an uneven floor right at the bottom.
yeah,
That is evil, isn't it?
yeah. That is. And I think, well, when we go this Saturday, I never forgot what date it was. When we
Oh,
go Saturday, they're going to do what they did to us last time. They're going to give us access to everywhere inside there.
even the police bit.
Uh, I believe so, but
Wow.
don't hold me to that
Yeah,
because
like
last
they've got like a police museum bit,
they have, yeah, they
and
have, yeah,
it's very rare that you can actually get in there.
yeah. Well, we might have pulled a few strings, but we'll see. We'll see.
See what happens. I had to laugh in there once. So Barry John had booked it midweek,
Yeah,
and he let me go off because I knew what I was doing, and then a lot sort of went round with him, so he gave him a guided tour. And there's a room where they've got these like white suits, what forensics use.
yeah.
So I put one on. So when they walked in the room, there I was wearing this white suit, jumping out of the shadows. You've got to, though, haven't
bet,
you?
oh, bet they hated you for that. Bet they absolutely hated you for that. Oh, well, it would
I,
have been so funny.
I wouldn't do it in a serious investigation, but I'd have walked around.
No,
It's just so goddamn funny. And my mate was doing it as well, so he
yeah.
like sort of got us into it. And there was me still dressed up, and he went hiding. It's just
But
like,
it's not that, is it? It builds the energy up if you have a laugh, and you know,
well,
e-
that's it,
even
isn't it?
even if you do
Hope you're
scare
all right,
people,
pal.
even if you do scare people, that bit of energy that you create from that as well, I
Yeah,
tend to think works as well. So, but
and it'd be a
that's
memorable experience if I never don't get anything else.
That's it. Like we were saying, it's who you're with as well. If you get
Yeah,
anything, I see it as a bonus.
that's right.
So yeah, like I say, we're always there. We do it serious, but also we have a laugh at the same time. And
Yeah, that's
that's that that's the best part to do it. That's the best way I think to do it. But obviously people have their own ways of investigating. So
yeah.
I'm not saying that ours is right. So
I think you just go with what. No, I think you should go with what suits you.
of
You
course,
shouldn't try
totally.
and do it like somebody else.
No,
Just be you and do
that's
what's
it.
natural and what comes to you. And in time, like how did you start off with your investigating? What did you do? What were your techniques then?
Yeah, that's it. It's like we had minimal equipment. You go back to the old methods.
Yeah,
I say the old methods. We still use them every now and then. So like um, your dowsing rods. People use dowsing rods. I think we had 1K 2 meter between four of us.
yeah.
And now I think with probably 10 times the amount of everything that we've got. Probably overkill, if anything.
But do
Um,
you use it when you take it, or do you just leave it in the case?
I use it.
All of
I
it.
use it. I'd say 90, 80, 70. It all depends. Like I
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
it, if something's not working,
You try something else.
I'll try something else. Then if that doesn't work, I'll try something else. So the main point is, like we say, as it says there, the only equipment basic. And basic stuff works.
It
You know,
does.
it's like the equipment that I use. Obviously, we're affiliated with Ghost Stop equipment,
Yeah.
so I do get priority on new equipment, things like that.
Okay, interesting.
And the dead bell is the newest thing they've brought out,
Okay. What's that?
and
How's that work?
it's natural energy, so you like your EMFs,
Okay.
but no, but torches, batteries, nothing like that will set it off. Nothing.
Accusation.
So, um, so yeah, like I say, it's nothing will set it off, only just natural EMF in the atmosphere.
Wow.
But it's an old reception bell.
Right, okay.
So what I tend to notice is these older places we go, if we use that, we kind of get a lot of interaction with it because they might be used to going through reception, what used to have that type of bell.
Right.
So yeah. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, always blames me for him buying new equipment.
So tempting though, isn't it, when you see it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to, yeah. So, like I say, people have used the dead bell, and we've got it. But because of the oldness of the bell, I think people are just used to it, and back in their time, they would have used it. So it's just
Yeah,
relevant for that age, I'd say,
that's
or
it.
that
I've
period
seen
in
I've
time.
seen it used somewhere. I can't remember where, but it one went off. God, no, I don't know. I can't remember where it was, but there's just a bell what you press, and it,
Right.
it did go off for no reason. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
like I
interesting.
say, it's interesting bit of kit that's out
Yeah.
there. So yeah, it's like I say, I try and use things relevant for that period of time. So that's how we kind of do our investigations about that era, whatever era that's in.
Oh, here's a question then from Craig. So, what's the first piece of equipment you both bought for your investigations?
But,
There's nothing. The first meter I used is called a ELF meter with
yeah,
one
yeah,
single red
left me.
light. Wow.
Yeah, the first bit of equipment I bought once I got into it was probably the Mel meter.
Wow.
So that was the first bit of kit I
I don't
ever
know where
bought.
mine is. Wow.
So yeah, that was the
I
first
must
bit.
find that for the weekend.
Yeah, the Mel meter, my first ever bit of kit I bought for myself. So and I still use it now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I met
So
up with Brian J. Kano, a couple of years ago. We did National Justice Museum and Ashwell Prison.
right,
With EAPI had organised it, and he was going everywhere with his mail meter, just
yeah,
using it just to check. And yeah, it's a great tool.
it
And
is.
I don't know what I've done with mine. I need to buy it. I think yeah, it's reminded me that I ought to sort of get it out to try and use it at the weekend.
Yeah, well,
So
I
yeah,
think I need to get mine out and replace the battery on it anyway. So
yeah, that's it.
so
Yeah,
yeah, I use it quite a lot.
yeah.
And
So my
with
first piece of equipment, the first thing I got was a pendulum. I used to use that when I started out, but then my mum-in-law, she says, "Well, oh, what do you want for Christmas?" So she bought me a K2.
all right,
So yay!
I like the K2s. Especially if you put it with something else,
That's
just
it.
to just to claim that there is something there. If the K2 and that bit of equipment goes off at the same time, or
Yeah,
just to clarify. That's how I
yeah,
like to work with stuff as well. Just put other bits of equipment with each other, just to
yeah.
clarify if it is that or if it's a false reading. Or so there's different ways you could do everything in there. It's just
That's it.
loads.
But I think, if you use the K2 enough, you know how it works.
Yeah,
You know, if you've
definitely.
got your mobile phone, it will go halfway and it will go
Yeah,
down. It'll
yeah,
continue to do that. And you know that is, it's getting affected by that. But
yeah.
then, if it goes to red for
Mm,
no reason, or it goes to a light on demand, or,
yeah.
you watch it and you see what it does in that environment.
Yeah, of course you do.
Obviously, you're not going to put it where the wires are.
No, no.
Obviously, you're going to check first.
Yeah, that's it. And like I say, that's where, these new people or younger generations, I know I feel old saying that, these newer people that are coming through, they always see Ghost Adventures and, all these programs, and they think you're going to get something all the time. Think you're going to get something all the time. They think that everything is just going to go off on demand, and it doesn't. People need to know as well that spirits are not performing monkeys, and I've
Oh,
always
that's
said that. I've always said that, and people just because they see what they see on TV, they think something's going to happen. It's like the Ouija boards, things like that. because of Hollywood.
Oh, gee, yeah. That's
Because
it.
of Hollywood, they're gonna take a demon home with them and all
Oh.
this, and it's like, no, it doesn't work like that.
To be honest, we're too boring for a demon.
Yeah.
If there is a demon, which who knows, and I don't know what your beliefs are on that.
I've sat a demonology night. I sat a demonology night with
Ben.
Ben with Ben Winfield.
Oh, it's awesome.
And the
Who
way
is
he
it?
the way he expects everything, the way he explains everything, it just clears everything up. So if anyone
Yeah.
ever gets the chance to do it, please go on one of them demonology nights. They are
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
doing one with Wednesbury, and
Right?
that's kind of quite that's going to be quite a heavy night. I don't think we're investigating, and it's talks and things like that, and that sounds like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, the demonology night that you do, Ben will explain everything to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say too much,
Well,
just in
no,
case.
no, because I have had experiences to say,
Yeah,
but
and but like I say, it's great. Just get on it, book
yeah,
onto one. It's great.
it, yeah,
It's great.
it's a demon. It's just it is fascinating, and it's not all what people think, and it's about opening your mind, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everyone thinks of like working in love and light. When I first started the mediumship, oh, it's all love and light. Well,
yeah,
okay, yeah, but then
yeah,
you're more intrigued, aren't you, about other stuff?
yeah. Of course
The
you
more
are.
you do, it's like, oh, okay, I'm
Well,
interested in this.
that's like anything, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
The more you do something, it's like, oh, I might be able to push that boundary a bit more and learn a bit more about
yeah.
that. Learn about a bit more of
Getting
that.
bored of the nice stuff now. What else have we got?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
you
And
know,
But yeah, my view on demons is I think it's a load of twaddle. I think it's a
right?
load of crap. Me saying crap. Yeah, I think it's a load of rubbish. I really do.
Yeah,
Um, but if you're gonna come in contact, I think you've got more chance of hitting the lottery about 4 or 5 times in case than in coming in contact with one. So,
yeah,
so for me, us in the UK, I don't think unless you're very, 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 very lucky or unlucky, however you want to see it,
yeah,
will come in contact with a demon. But that's
yeah.
my view. That's my view.
Well, that's it. And we all have different views,
Yep.
and you've got to accept people's views because who knows the answers?
Yeah.
That's the question.
That's it. And I won't slag anyone off. I won't say anything if someone's got a different view from me.
Yeah,
You know, I, if if you're gonna slag anyone off or anything like that, you'd say it to them. I wouldn't. Nobody
yeah,
would do it behind anyone's back, and that's why I believe in para unity. And
yeah,
I believe in that because everyone should get on.
yeah.
Simple as. And as we know, recently there's been people. Uh,
Well, you
sla-
can't even say recently though. It's
no,
forever, isn't it?
it is, it is,
You
and
know.
that's it. And he's come back out of his cave, and the man who thinks he slagged us all off at some point.
Oh, my mate, yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
he's
probably watch this at some stage.
he's come out of his box or whatever he lives in.
Yeah,
So yeah, but yeah, going back to para unity, we're massive believers of it. Um, the only thing is, can it happen? And hopefully it will do. Hopefully it will do. Um, and I always believe that it can happen.
oh,
Yeah,
Eileen,
yeah, I
you love
agree with
them,
that.
don't you? It's intriguing, yeah. We've got a question here then. I've missed it. So I was aware of it. Oh, I've got two questions actually. So from Craig, what is the best activity you've both experienced on an investigation?
On an investigation,
Yeah.
best experience. I don't know. What could I say? My best
It's hard, isn't it? It really
it,
is.
it so best experience I'd say was probably a Ouija board session at St. George's Hall.
Right.
Only because my dad just passed away and he came through.
Oh, bless you.
And yeah, that's probably my best part of investigation. The best part when I wasn't on an investigation is probably at Craig's Haunted Museum when a woman screamed at me and there
Oh,
was only
wow.
me in the building and we caught it on camera as well. So that's probably
Wow.
my best non-investigation
It's surprising you've got it
activity.
on camera because generally things happen when you haven't got the cameras running, don't they?
Well, there the cameras are running
Oh, of
24/7.
course. Yeah, of course they are, yeah.
So and like we say, we've watched it back. It's on Facebook,
Yeah,
and you hear the scream. It was caught in four parts of the building, and the building's pretty big.
yeah.
And as you look down the stairs, you see like two like white lights going down the stairs as the scream happens.
Wow, incredible.
So it's another thing that we scratch our head at.
Yeah, 'cause you haven't
And
got any
it's
light
like,
pollution there or anything because
no,
it's
it's
changed
pitch
since I
black.
went because I went probably within the year of it first opening, so obviously it's extended a lot since then, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. We've
Um,
we've extended it quite a bit, and we've
yeah,
kind of helped Craig and Gemma out with that. So
cool.
yeah, it's an interesting place.
Smart. So it's hard to say about the best activity because there's one which was written up in the Haunted magazine, and it's basically Matlock Pavilion, and I've mentioned it on here before.
Oh yeah,
So basically, it was my booking. I book events, got insurance, and then just invite like-minded people just to make up the price of the rental really.
yeah.
So straight away, somebody was getting affected as soon as we came in the building, and we straight away decided to go to the bit where stuff usually happens. So we went to the stage area. So we all stood on stage, and we kind of felt like we needed to do a ring of protection around this particular person. So, and it was sort of an energy circle, and that usually
Oh
causes
yeah,
trouble anyway. I like energy circles because you don't know what the hell's going to happen when you do them.
yeah.
And very often something does, and it's brilliant. So there we were, holding hands, energy circle, and I don't know, we were getting affected. Things were getting really weird and strange. All of a sudden, from the side of the stage, something dropped on the floor. I think there's a poster or something, and it was that loud. Two people in the circle broke hands, legged it inwards. There's a girl sitting on a chair. They legged it to her, and a medium jumped on the girl in the circle. She went flying out of the chair, and then the spirit actually ran through the medium.
Right,
And she had to rush to a lady straight away because she was physically sick.
right.
She was
Jeez.
like, she had a spirit run right through. So that ended up in the Haunted magazine. That was October time.
Right.
When it ended up in the magazine, I think we went there about May time, and
Yeah.
it's just so good and incredible. It really was.
Yeah. It's
And
one place I've always wanted to do that.
oh, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
It is so special to me. It's it's the reason that I investigate as often
Right.
as I do because the first time I went there when it was, I don't know, one particular night I was picking up everything like a medium would,
Yeah.
and I just started learning, and I was seeing, I was picking up feelings and everything. And to cut a long story short, at the end of the night, standing in a circle, and this girl kind of took control of me, and
Right.
my head was going to my mouth, get it out of me. We were in a
Yeah.
circle. I was doing the okey cokey. I was doing a like childish giggle, and
Right.
I couldn't get out of the situation. My head was my head was saying, "Get it out of me," and I couldn't speak. I couldn't work out how to speak.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't have control, and
Right.
eventually I worked out how to speak, and sort of. But that was like 20 to 2. We went
Yeah.
downstairs and then we left, and I was just
Right.
scared to death that night.
Jeez.
I didn't know if it'd follow me home. It's really early on, but I wouldn't have the lights off when I got home. And I actually went home with somebody who'd never done an investigation before.
Right.
He never did one after that either.
Wow.
Yeah, it
So
scared the hell out of him.
so
And we were chatting for ages about what happened. We couldn't. It was so mad. It really, and I was there with Phil Newton and Patricia Ann Farrar. That they've been
right.
doing it for years, and yeah. So that as soon as it got light, I got some sleep and thought, shit, I want to do this again.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
it was so goddamn intense, and it's there, isn't it?
That's it. Wow.
And that's the reason I do it. So it's
Yeah.
just it's just fascinating, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Oh, I like that. Interesting to find out certain things that stand out from over the years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, like you say, everybody has their own story, don't they?
what this is it, and like if you've never had it happen to, I used to go to my friends and says, "You just got to go with this. This
Yeah.
this is what we believed happened," and it's
Yeah.
the most craziest thing ever. But like
Yeah.
you tell me that story, you go, "Yeah, yeah, wow, that's cool."
It.
And we believe the storyteller. I'll
That,
believe you
yeah.
because
That's it.
it's crazy, but actually it sounds
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it, and that's how you learn from others as well. Into like you say, I've never had anything like that happen to me. What you have, and I'm like, go on, tell me more. Tell me more. What happened? What happened? And
Yeah,
but if you said that to someone random in the pub or wherever,
yeah.
it,
I'm a nutter.
it, that's it. Oh, get them locked up. Get them locked up
Yeah,
and throw away the
I
key.
didn't know who to speak to. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Ben says it was partial possession
Right.
because if it's only my head,
Mm.
what sort of not really having function, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's yeah,
Strange.
and it's
Strange.
bloody scary. And
Yeah. Bet
now
it
I'm
is.
fascinated. I'd love to do trance. I've tried it.
Right.
I haven't got that far. I've tried it about 3 times to do trance. I've had lessons with Barry John and stuff. I do at the moment. So
Yeah.
I do want to do trance, but that's the ultimate to me.
Yeah. Go ahead and go and get it done.
I'm trying, but yeah,
Good.
I think my mum stops me from getting that far. But
All
we'll see.
right. Yeah. Oh.
It's protecting me. So
Yeah.
Andy's got a question there. Do you find you get more or less results by using gadgets
Uh,
or both?
I'd say both. Like I said, going back to what I said before, if something's not working, I'll change
Yeah,
the way we investigate then, and constantly changing. Not everything's always the same, so I'm constantly changing the investigation types and how we're going to do this. Sometimes I'll throw someone in a room and say, right, you're scared. Let's see if that gets some activity. Right, you go down there. I'll go up there. I'll go in the basement or something like that, and split up. Let's see if they get overwhelmed with the amount of people that are there. You've
that can
entered.
happen. Yeah,
You know, you've entered into somebody's property. Technically, you've entered into their house or their mansion or their hotel or wherever you're investigating.
yeah,
And if someone came into my house, first thing I'd be like, "What are you doing in here?"
yeah,
Then they start walking around. It'd be like, "I'm not talking to them." So there's different ways. If there's loads of people trying to talk to you at the same time,
that's it. With
you
the,
you,
with
you,
the
you
same
don't know who to listen
questions,
to.
week after
So
week or night after night, it's the same
that
questions, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Hello, is there anybody here? Can you make yourself known? You know,
Yeah.
it is, and that's it, Pete. So I don't know, do they get overwhelmed? Do they get bored of the same questions? Do the spirits get shy? You know, there's all
Mm.
different ways how you can look at things. So we
Do
like
they have
going,
moods like we do? Do they think, oh, can't be asked for this tonight?
yeah, yeah,
Are
you
they
know,
affected by the weather? Is it, you just don't know what variables they're affected by, do you?
no, that's it. So that's we've got there's different ways of doing everything. Maybe they're
Yeah.
just fed up if people keep asking them the same thing. I know I would be.
God, yeah. So then you change it and just come out with something just to give
Yeah,
them a bit of a laugh, wouldn't you?
that's it. Yeah. Oh, I'd be the worst person
Oh God, yeah.
if
You
I
come out
hurt
with this
anyone.
like you're a demon or something, wouldn't you? And then
Oh,
just
dead
go
right.
from there.
Yeah,
You know,
dead
you
right. I would be scaring people. That's what I'd be doing.
how many
So,
times have you had Zozo come through a board?
I've never,
Oh,
not
I've
me
had it come
physically,
through a few.
not me physically. I've never,
All right.
um, but
I think they
I,
like a laugh to try and scare you. And that's
yeah,
it,
I
sometimes.
think I tend to get incubus quite a lot
Oh,
through
okay.
the spirit box or the
Right.
Alice box or the spirit box. We do tend to get that through or succubus. So they're the ones we tend
Interesting.
to get, and I just laugh it off. Really, I know I shouldn't, but I do.
Well, that's it. It's like whether they do it for a laugh, isn't it? Or whether there's one around you. You don't know.
That's it. That's it. So I thought, yeah, well,
Hi,
that's it.
Catherine. But yeah, it is so fascinating. Simone's going to Bronny Golf. Now, I don't know, but I drove from Shell Island up to Anglesey. So you're
Yeah,
talking North Wales, just up across the top of Lewin Peninsula.
yeah.
And I went by some creepy ass building. And I don't know if it's Bronny Golf. It might have
It's
been that building.
it's
It's like
directly
it
on
look.
the main road. It's like it's a hospital. It's an old hospital.
It's
On
just right on the main road. It's just a
yeah,
big building. You can't work out what it is. It's
yeah,
like a dirty, sort of a browny grey colour.
yeah.
And
That's
just,
Bronya Garth.
I didn't even know it was there. So
Yeah,
you're just driving along and think, what the hell's that building?
yeah.
Uh, of all the buildings travelling to Anglesey, that one we're like, whoa, what's going on here?
But it's
So
just
I was intrigued, and on the way back as well, I nearly stopped to get a photo because there's just something about that building just driving by it.
that's it. And like Simone said, there we are there at the end of July.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
so we're there in the end of July. Then I think there was a question about what have we got coming up.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's Alistair.
Um, so off the top of my head, we've got Galleries of Justice this weekend, this
Oh,
Saturday, Para Unity event that. Then we've got
oh,
Bronygar.
Shrewsbury Prison. That's a big one.
Yeah, we've got Bronygar at end of the month. Then we're at Shrewsbury Prison at the start of August with United in Paranormal. We're doing
Oh,
another
that's a big one, isn't it?
yeah, that's
The
another
National
Para
Paranormal
Unity.
Investigator's going there as well, Claire. I think
Um,
Claire on that
I,
one.
I think she is. I
Yeah.
think she is. And then after them three investigations, I'm gonna say we're quiet, but we're not. We've got the charity investigation.
Yeah.
So people watching live from the Haunted Museum in Stoke on the 7th of
That
September.
that's £5 to view, and the money goes to charity.
It does. All the money goes to
Yeah.
charity. And
Cool.
then end of September, we've got Phantasm Tours with Liz and Patty Negri.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds incredible.
So we're traveling through basically Wales, England, Europe.
Yeah.
I was going to say Europe then, UK based.
Lovely.
So we're on tour with them, and what have I got after that? I think it dies down a bit then, because we don't investigate Christmas.
No.
We tend to use the December month as major family time. So, oh yeah, and Festival of the Unexplained, we've got that
All
at
right.
the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
October, we're having a rest. We say that, but we won't be because we normally have a massive Halloween party at home.
Yeah. Oh,
Pro-
Halloween. It's incredible, isn't it?
proper, proper American style, though. You know,
Wow.
the whole house is decorated. The outside,
Oh,
the back garden. You know, we get a marquee out, and everybody just stays in the marquee outside. And yeah, it's yeah that. So October, it won't be quiet. Trust me.
wow. Yeah. It's fascinating, isn't it? I'm sort of going tour in Scotland in September, and I seem to be meeting up with a few people already. So yeah, you
Yeah,
just get chatting on social media. It's like, oh, come and see us. It's like, oh, okay then, yay.
yeah. So
So, and
that's the thing. That's the
that's it,
thing.
isn't it?
No, especially like say working with teams and things like that. You get random phone calls, or well, I say random times of the day. You get a phone call off a team. What are you doing tonight? Oh,
Yeah,
nothing. We've got some spaces here. Do you want to come? Oh, go on then.
yeah.
So you can't really say you've got any quiet time, but
No,
normally,
that's it.
normally December, January is the kids' Christmas and
That's good,
family
you know,
time. That
because you
is
have
the
got that
major family time.
responsibility, haven't you? And
Yeah,
I think you need a break as well.
yeah,
It
of
gets
course you.
too tiring, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course you do. And when I say it's just December and January, we do have the kids from February to November as well. We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
just
that's right. Yeah.
yeah, we don't just have the kids at December and January. We do have them all year round.
Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
so yeah, like I say, the investigations tend to stop at the start of December and carry on back in February time.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's but we do run one every month for like teams to join up and investigate.
that's
And
brilliant. Yeah.
so
At good
yeah.
prices. Your
Oh,
prices are good as well.
and like you say, you hit nail on the head.
Yeah.
We do not make any profit on any investigation.
No, you can tell by your prices. Yeah.
We we just cover how much
Yeah.
the building, the venue costs. We're not there for making money. You know what? If I can get somewhere massive, say, but a team of 3 people couldn't afford to do it, and I'd be like, right, well, let's hire this out. Then that team of 3 can come and join us, and we'll all
Yeah,
split the
that's
money
it.
between ourselves, and they get to investigate that place. So it's like I say, we're not there for making money. It's to help teams that might want to do places.
There you go. Oh, bless.
No, no, no one will take them.
Oh, bless
But
you.
so yeah, like I say, the when we do run them at once a month, the we won't be making any profit at all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
that's great. But,
we're
you
not
know,
about that.
you've got your, as long as it's open about what people are doing, because you
Yeah,
get people who are obvious events companies, then you get
yeah.
other people who are charging high prices who aren't as, trading events companies, and that's a bit, and just be straight as to, if
I
you're not for
know.
profit, then make the
Yeah,
prices right.
I know, and I think the one that always gets me, I can't remember who it was, and I saw him advertising £90 for 30 East Drive per person,
Jesus.
and people know. If you don't know, it's not
Well,
ninety
the
pound a
two teams
person.
I know who do it, I know they don't charge that, so I
Well,
don't know who is.
we charge
Wow.
52. The £2 is obviously because it's going through the website. They take £2
But
off
it
us.
is that to hire, like, you're
So
only allowed 10 people, are you? So it's
Yeah, that's it. You're only allowed that, and we always keep our numbers to a minimum as well. So
I do.
we do it fair price and low numbers,
Yeah.
because there's nothing worse is when you try and do an EVP and you hear someone like
Oh,
10 doors down, and it's like, you just be quiet while I do this. Just let me have 5 minutes of peace
I
and
know.
quiet.
Oh
So
God. I
so
was
that's
with
why we always do
somewhere.
it.
I was just me and one person in this location. And I says, "Oh, do you mind if you do EVP?" And it's fine. You get it. He starts putting his bloody hand in his pocket. It's rustling. It's like, oh,
Uh,
gee, there's nothing like it. So why can't you
no,
keep still,
that's
perfectly
it.
still?
Or what I tend to notice is everybody seems to get a cough when they get told to be quiet. I'm doing an EVP. Next thing,
Sorry. And then you get the
yeah, that's it.
whispering.
Yeah,
Shh. No.
that's it. But that's all fun as well. But not when it
Stomachs.
constantly happens. Yeah, stomachs is a good one. Did you hear
Oh,
that? Did you hear that? Yeah, it was my stomach. Oh, sorry.
yeah. I've done the best footsteps ever.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
stomach.
yeah. So like I say, all these things, but you all know.
Oh God, no, 50.
Yeah,
Wow.
50 people we went, and that was at Newsham.
You can't. It's just,
So
yeah,
that's it. And like I said, we keep our numbers low,
yeah,
prices as low as we can go, as long as it covers the venue. We're not fussed, but we always keep our numbers low to cut out noise contamination.
yeah, that's it.
So, and also people stepping on equipment and stuff like that in the dark, and
God, yeah, that's it.
so yeah,
Definitely.
it's always keep it low, both
Yeah,
prices and the
that's
people.
what I do. Like I go to the weird shop. I just got like a handful of people going just to cover it. Matlock Pavilion, that's more money. So
Yeah,
the price is higher just to make sure I've got 10 people,
that's
maybe
it.
12 tops. We work together, but then people want to split up and do a live do it. As
Yeah,
long as they just keep away from everyone else and we're not running around. And the
yeah,
people that I mix with, you kind of do that automatically. You're not
yeah.
going to interfere with somebody else's investigation. And that's the
No,
thing, isn't it?
that's it. And like I say, the more people you work with, you learn how people work together.
Oh,
So,
definitely. Yeah.
so it's like, oh yeah, I can trust them to go and just go down there a little bit. Then I could do an EVP because I know they're quiet, and things like
Yeah.
that. So it helps as well when you work with people that you know,
That's
which
right.
is
Yeah.
good.
Because I've
But
got a good group together, and I've worked with everyone on the group.
yeah,
I think apart from two, and yeah, we're just so like-minded. And if they're not, then we leave the group.
fair
I'm
enough.
not going to invite them
It's,
again, and that's that.
well, it's fair enough into,
Yeah.
nothing worse than people saying, "Oh, this is boring here. Oh, nothing's happening."
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no,
this,
I don't. They're
you
not even
know.
in the group in the first place. No. But yeah,
But you're always gonna get them, aren't you? You're
yeah, that's it.
always,
Because I do host public events.
yeah,
I do that, and I've got a fantastic venue coming up where I'm going to be hosting public events, which
right. That's
isn't
good.
well known about at the moment, but it will come out soon.
Right.
So that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
That's
And
good.
it's great dealing with the different people. So you've got that side. You can show people how to use equipment. You can try and pass your knowledge on
That's it.
for the new people and whatever. And then you've got the side where you want to get your playtime to
Yeah,
go and investigate it the way you want to do. And
yeah.
it is hard to do that though, isn't it? Because
It is.
yeah,
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 it
it's so
is.
hard because of the venue costs and everything.
Yeah, and like I say, it's difficult, especially now with buildings, venues putting up the prices.
Yeah, that's
So
right. You can get it. Yeah, obviously, everything's gone up. We know that. Staff costs have gone up, lighting, heating, everything. Well, Lighting and heating, they don't exactly use, but yeah,
No,
it's still there. But
no, of
then
course.
it's the ones which have put it up massively. You know, if you're talking, I know, National Justice Museum, I think that, I'm sure it used to be more than it is now. Because I'm looking to book it, to be fair. I might actually book that myself.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it has
yeah.
gone up. It has gone up from last year when we booked it,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it's only
But
gone
then
up.
some are like 2K and more, and it's just, God, no.
Yeah, that's it. And I think Galleries Justice gone up about 80 quid.
Yeah.
I'm not fussed about that 80 quid. And like say, I'm
It,
sure it goes to a cause as well. That. I'm sure they're not run by the council, are they?
oh, God, no. No,
So
somebody, they set it up. I've written about it in my book, actually. So they
yeah,
kind of set it up, you know, a group of people have come on and, you know, they're
yeah.
keeping
So
it open, they're keeping it running, aren't they?
that's what I mean. So I don't
So,
mind paying it for things like that.
yeah,
And but whereas it's just people being greedy,
that's
that's
right. Yeah,
that's where I'll take a step back. And
that's it.
prob-
But, but the amount of history in the National Justice Museum, it's, wow.
it's incredible, and I
Yeah,
love that place.
I do.
And
It was
so
actually the first location I ever investigated.
is it?
Well, it's, yeah, I went on a ghost hunt, put it that way.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
watched Most Haunted. We made a New Year's resolution, and the first booking we did was there in Derby Jail,
Right.
and
Interesting.
that was where I got my first activity. On a ghost hunt, let's say. Things had happened before, but I always ignored it, wrote it off and everything.
Mm.
I always had a reason, I always had an excuse.
Yeah.
Looking back, no, I can't think of the reason now. You
Right.
know, there wasn't a reason that, you know, that I
That's
just
yeah.
thought, yeah, whatever, you know, I probably wasn't ready to deal with it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair
Sweet.
enough, really, isn't it? So
Yeah, but you are 8 years old and
mm,
that,
that's it. And it's like I say, then from what 9 to probably what 18, I didn't really think of anything about paranormal.
yeah.
And then obviously everybody's done it, and they've all watched Most Haunted.
That's what got me. That's what made me realise you could do it, and that it was a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and
Yeah, that's why it's 2003 I started it.
yeah, and I think I remember you used to always watching the Halloween specials on the live cameras, and
Yeah, that's wow. How exciting was that at the
I know,
time?
yeah,
We had no
yeah,
idea.
I know. Now look at us now.
Yeah, you know, and I
Well,
thought we should feel excited at the jail, you know. So
yeah, and
it's weird.
I know it's like the adrenaline you get and something happens,
Oh God, yeah,
and that's why I think we all get paranormal hangovers, isn't it?
yeah.
Because these short bursts of excitement.
But if you're, you know, if you're saying that they could use your energy as well,
Mm.
it's gonna probably we don't actually know what impact that's going to have on our health, do we, as well?
No, no, and
You know,
obviously, and we know unless there's somebody out there already doing it, but there's going to be no studies or research done on that, is there? You know,
no, there's no true test environment.
no.
You know, like, you know, with science, you've got the lab. You know, everything's
Mm,
there. The conditions are all monitored,
yeah.
but you can't measure these conditions. Okay, you know, you got the scientific, you got the temperature,
Mm,
you can measure things like that, but then there's this other thing what comes in, and
yeah,
you
that's
can't,
it.
you
No,
know,
you
and like
can't.
everything, you like, you've got different weather every time you go somewhere, different temperature, people, different energies, people feeling tired, happy,
Yeah,
sad, or whatever, and that, no, you know, even if you get the same people, it's not the same every time you go, and
no, I don't
this is the
think
one, isn't it?
that's it. And for me, no two investigations have ever been the same.
No.
Never, even if it's same location. It's never been the same, which
Yeah,
is good because everything's always changing.
that's right. Definitely. And you just get different people coming through. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, there's Gressley Hall here, and it seems like the same family come through to most people
Mm.
a lot, but then you do get other things coming through as well. And, it's
Yeah.
just so fascinating.
Yeah, of course it is. And it's good to get the history as well.
That's
And
right. Do you look at history before you go somewhere?
I don't personally know.
No, I don't.
No, I don't do any research on anywhere
Yeah,
we've been or we're going. Um, Sarah and her mum like to read and find stuff out, but
yeah.
I will say to them, don't tell me anything. So
Good, yeah.
I rather some of the team know and some not,
Yeah.
because if you start mentioning names on the way down there in the
Yeah, it
car or
pops in your head,
whatever,
and there you go, isn't it?
yeah, and
Suggestion.
that's it. And people say, "Oh, well, I didn't do it on purpose," but your subconsciousness will take
Yeah,
over,
that's
and
right.
so yeah. So I tend never to do the research on places.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, if I'm going to the same place, I'll know because after the
Yeah,
first
that's right.
investigation, I'll be like, "Did I get anything right? Yeah, yeah, you got this, this, and this." Then the next
Yeah,
time I go, it'll be like, "Oh, it's that person again who's come through." So,
yeah,
so yeah, I tend to not do it. Sarah and her mum like to do that side of it because
yeah.
they like to
And
read.
there is no right and wrong, and it's what suits you, isn't it?
Of course it
There's
is.
times I've wanted to kick myself because I didn't know the history of the king,
Mm,
and like what king was in what year and
yeah,
stuff like that. Like, because if
yeah,
you're asking with spirit questions and you've got a king through, you think, oh shit, what year is that?
yeah,
It's handy to have a historian there.
yeah. Of course it is. Of course
And,
it is.
it's just one of them, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool, yeah. So you can
yeah.
confirm the facts.
That's it.
That's brilliant.
So that's the way we do it.
Yeah. But
So
I
it's
want to thank you so much. It's come to an end.
oh, that's
You
fine.
start mirror shows on the Things Network after me. So I just want to thank you for the chat anyway. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Oh no,
So
it's been great.
good luck with your raffle as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, great cause. It's if Alzheimer's and dementia, if you've experienced people with it, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
one of them, isn't it?
Like I say, all the money that we raise will be going straight to the charities that we've mentioned. So Alzheimer's Society and Dementia UK.
Yeah,
So yeah, all money we do get will be going straight to them. Hopefully,
that's brilliant. That's
making
great.
things easier for families, and hopefully eventually getting rid of that illness.
Yeah, get some sort of cure, because they do bring out new tablets, new things, don't they, to try and improve the situation.
That's
And
it.
just hope they can, because if you live long enough, the odds are that you may experience it. And
Yeah,
with my family, you kind of wonder, don't you? Because
yeah,
part is hereditary and some isn't, so it's just there. But thanks everyone who's watched. Thanks everyone for the questions and the comments. But take
yeah,
care, everyone, whatever you're doing. And cheers, Lee.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.